I'm your host, Ken. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video to help push us into the algorithm. Also, to be up to date when we drop content, please turn on your notification bell. Now let's get into this. Here's what we know about how alleged suspect Luigi Mangione was caught at an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's, just 5 hours outside of West New York. Mangione was denied bail on Tuesday. We also learned Mangione is fighting extradition to New York City to face murder charges. If you're watching the video, thanks. Now please hit the like button. Let's go. There he is, Luigi Mangione, the man in the center of a very intense manhunt throughout the U.S. He was making a court appearance in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which is about 5 hours west of New York City. Police allege Mangione is the person seen in this video with the gun outside a Manhattan hotel. At the moment, that shooter murdered Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare Insurance Company. The arrest of 26-year-old Luigi Mangione in an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's ended a 5-day intensive manhunt after what police have called a brazen targeted attack.
We have a strong person of interest in the shooting that shook our city last week.
Mangione, seen here on social media photos, had been spotted at an Altoona McDonald's. A customer alerted staff who called 911. Local police moved in and detained him. Police say Mangione was found with a large sum of cash, fake IDs, written documents, and several electronic devices along with a ghost gun. One of the IDs was apparently used a few days earlier at a hostel in New York, the same hostel where this image was taken on security footage of the man believed to be the gunman. Police also found clothes matching those of the killer.
Officers recovered a handwritten document that speaks to both his motivation and mindset.
The 3-page document reportedly includes phrases such as, "It had to be done," and "the parasites had it coming." In addition, the bullet casings found at the scene of the crime, with handwritten words on them, echoing terms used to slam the insurance industry for too often refusing to pay claims. This has reignited fierce criticism regarding the insurance industry broadly. Indeed, as the police searched for the shooter, fresh security cameras video was emerging almost daily. Support for the shooter, apparent motivation grew.
Never too late.
Contestant number 3.
In New York this past weekend, a look-alike contest was held. Contestants wore clothing with messaging that mirrored the words on the bullet casings. On Luigi Mangione's Instagram page, comments have exploded with support for Mangione. One user wrote, "You are a national hero. Where can we send donations in your defense?" said another user. Another user wrote, "When you get free, do it again." At a late briefing in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Governor Josh Shapiro pushed back on that.
We do not kill people in cold blood to resolve policy differences or express a viewpoint. This killer is being hailed as a hero. Hear me on this. He is no hero.
Emerging from a police car, Mangione gave a partly unintelligible message to reporters, although he made reference to an insult to the intelligence of the American people. Luigi Nicholas Mangione has signaled he will fight being extradited to New York to face murder charges. At the brief hearing, his defense lawyer, Thomas Dickey, told the court that Mangione would contest extradition to New York, requesting a hearing on the issue. He has 14 days to lodge a formal challenge to being relocated to New York, and in the meantime, he will be held in Pennsylvania without bail.
Okay. I don't know. I hope it's going to be worth your while. I can't promise you anything, but I'll hear and try to do the best we can. Okay? All right.
Did you meet with the defendant earlier?
Yes, I did, and I'm pleased with our relationship. I think we've made a strong bond, and I'm looking forward to moving forward, helping him out.
How were you approached?
I really don't want to get into that.
Is he saying he's innocent at this point?
He has indicated pleas of not guilty. The only charges that we've seen thus far have been the ones here in Pennsylvania, and we have pled not guilty to those charges, and we'll pursue it.
What's his state of mind?
I really can't get into that. That's too speculative. I'm not going to get into that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear from here. You said he has said he's innocent so far?
Oh, yeah, we pled not guilty, at least to the charges in Pennsylvania. Like I said, I'm not aware of any actual charges in New York. If you were in the hearing earlier, there was a proceeding where they introduced some documents which is I complained about didn't have enough information for me. So we're looking forward to getting that additional information.
When did that plea happen? It's not something that I was aware of.
Okay, well, hopefully, again, I was not at the arraignment yesterday. I hope he pled not guilty. I assume that that's what happened. But today, when I entered my appearance, and for the record, he's pleading not guilty to those offenses.
So he is, I was at the hearing, he did not say that he was not guilty or make that plea. So right now, though, you're telling us that he is pleading not guilty.
That is correct.
So he doesn't say you are under the impression, or you're trying to defend the client on the fact that he is not the shooter?
Listen, I haven't seen any evidence that says that he's the shooter. So that's like I said earlier, and I wasn't kidding around. A couple of things: if you're going to report something, report it accurately, and remember. And this is not just a small thing. The fundamental concept of American justice is a presumption of innocence, and until you're proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I've seen zero evidence at this point, and so I'm not even aware of what any charges.
I'm sorry, that's just regarding the extradition request from.
Well, doing a hearing today was the extradition, so we're going to take one step at a time. It's a long process. Can be a long process.
The police released, the NYPD release of him.
I'm sorry?
The photos the NYPD release of your client.
I don't have any control over what the NYPD does, and if they release something, I hope I can get my hands on them. And if you guys get them, send them to me. I'd appreciate it.
Clarify something. You pled for him not guilty in the state of Pennsylvania about the charges here. Can you when did that happen?
Well, he has a hearing coming up. I believe it's the 20-somethingth. I can't recall. A lot happened today. So until they haven't even had a prima facie case established yet, so they have to have a prima facie case established before the case can move on to the Court of Common Pleas. So the burden is always on the government, thank God, and that's their burden, and they're going to have to produce some evidence, and we're anxious to see it.